Welcome to Tanakh Talk. I'm your host, William Hall, broadcasting live from Kingsland, Texas, USA, with another episode of TNT, the Twisted New Testament, with Rabbi, the man, Stuart Federow from the Big H, Houston, Texas. Welcome back, Rabbi. How are you tonight? It's always a pleasure.
Thank God. How are you doing?
Let's see a little finger dancing here, just to keep everybody happy.
Let's not. Just give me a second.
Oh, he's deep in his studies. No, you're good. We'll do it at the end of the show.
Always.
All right. So tonight I put Rabbi under the gun. There's a topic that I needed to cover. In fact, I was going to tag somebody in my Facebook post because it was a question that came in through Messenger last week, and you'll have to forgive me. I think it was Ming Blumenthal. Let me verify that real fast. And in fact, if you don't mind, give me a moment. I'm going to tag Ming in this just in case. I guess I should probably make sure that's who it was first. Hang on. I'll take a moment here, and I believe it was. Wait for it. No, it wasn't me. Who was it? Somebody actually asked me about the very specific question that's come up over and over again, and that was not the right person. So I didn't tag that. Okay, give him 1 second here. The title tonight is going to be very, very important because this has come up with me numerous times over the past several years. And for the life of me, unfortunately, it was Bernadine Fernandez. That's who that was. Okay. In fact, I'm going to send her a message right now. Live now with your question. Question. Now I'm going to tag her, Bernadine. She's going to love this because this is something I've been wanting to cover specifically as a main title for quite some time now. I've just never been presented the opportunity so far. So let me give it to Bernadine. And there it is right there. Okay, good deal. Successfully done, and we are good to go. Enter. Boom. Now let me close out this. And I want to keep my YouTube up because I want to see if we are live, and we are. That's really good to see. All right. So, wow, a lot of cool people here already. Michael Arian, Paul Brill, Lori Cash, Devin, Yasmin Coates, Andrea, my dedicated admin. She's such an awesome person. Dorinda, I hope I said that right. DFI, I guess it could be. I'm trying to call everybody out right away because I won't be able to do it in a few minutes. So I think I got everybody. Crystal Cheney, good to see you as well. And Rihanna. So shalom, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And this is definitely going to be a fun show. This topic is something that's been plagued me as an ex-Messianic for many years. And so I'm going to be very delighted to see, to experience the answers that Rabbi is going to bring to the table here.
Yeah. You have to give me a minute. I'm still looking.
No, you still can.
I have notes, and
I literally put him on the spot like 5 minutes before the show.
No.
So
we have actually got a video on this that we did before, but I can't find it.
All right, I think I got it. By the way, guys, I think I've got his volume up better now. I don't think anybody commented on it, but I can actually tell there was a volume difference there. And so, anyway, so I think we're going to be good to go there. I'm going to kind of bring up a screen bigger so I can see it now. All right. Wow, it's definitely good to see everybody. And thank you all for tuning in. And be sure, guys, it's very important if you like these videos, during the video sometime or afterwards, go and like the actual video. Give it a thumbs up. And if you want to comment or share it with people, that really does help YouTube algorithms for resharing. So if you don't mind, please take part in that because we definitely want to get the word out here, okay? So, but anyway, so that's kind of where we're at right now. So the question come up because my experiences have been that over the years that as an ex-Christian for many, many years, and then as an ex-Messianic as well, we went through kind of extreme measures to try to prove. In fact, the conversation, Rabbi, that I mentioned with you earlier with a friend of mine on the phone, we went for the last 2 or 3 days. Him and I used to actually sit. We would like go to the wherever we were at. We'd go to like whose ever apartment complex. We would sit in the hot tubs and just wait for an unsuspecting bypasser to come and be out there. And we would start telling these, like we would see somebody walk up and sit down in a chair, and then we would make up these stories like, "Oh my God, are you kidding me? God really healed you of cancer," or "Wow, God really made your leg grow out." I mean, we went through all measures of whatever we could to try to get people's attention, just to witness to them, to try to talk to them about Jesus. And this was something that we did on a regular basis. And Paul was no stranger to that, according to the text. And so Messianics in this regard have taken the name, the Hebrew name, Hebrew spelling name of Hashem, of God, in the Hebrew text, the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey, and I say that specifically with those spaces for a reason. And they say that based on the definition of every letter, the yud being a hand, the hey meaning something. I thought it was stretched out. That was the way it was printed, but maybe they were mistaken. But hand stretched out, and then so yud, hey, so one hand stretched out, another hand, right, and then the vav, the yud hey vav, meaning they said it was a tent peg. And so I'm not going to give it away yet, but that was the explanation. And so it was their way of saying that, how are you so blind that you can't see it? Even the spelling of God's name is so clear. It's very crystal clear, by the way, as if you didn't know, that God, even from his own name, he spelled it out from before time, before creation, before Tanakh, before the Hebrew Scriptures even was invented, that Jesus was part of the plan from day one. That's what we're going to discuss tonight. So with that said, that's the direction we're going tonight. So I'd love to see y'all's comments in the chat box. Y'all just keep it nice, because Andrea's got a nice wrench and she knows how to use it. I love you, Andrea. You're awesome. She's been with us for a long time, and she's so good at this. So, but yeah, so that's where we're at. Rabbi, thoughts?
A lot of thoughts. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this correctly. Okay.
Did I pull the trigger on this prematurely? I mean,
should this works.
Should I have? Oh, try to share your screen with me if you can.
God bless it.
It will work. If you
okay, just give me 1 second. Let me bring it back up. Oh, here it is.
Okay, so we're trying to get Rabbi to actually share his screen with us, so that
it'll
avoid him sending me files and have to produce all this stuff. So if he can share his screen, which I think we're going to figure out, we'll be in good shape. So I may
let me know.
Yes, it did change. Right now it's dark, but that's okay. Let's give it a second. Yep, there it is right there. Now, what I might have to do on my side, I might have to move it around, or I see my YouTube channel. Is that where I'm supposed to see? Oh, you're on the right tab. Pick your tab on the behold the hand.
Wait a minute, I just had.
Right now, you're on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, good. I'm supposed to be.
Oh, okay. I can see that in my. Oh, so you pulled up a video there.
I have to go through an ad because I fell off the whatchamacallit.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's going to happen. Okay, good. So I've got you on the screen. So, yep. Actually, skip trial. Okay, so now here's the thing. I may not be able to hear what's going on through your computer, but if you're just trying to show us something.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the ads to stop so I can.
I already see me and you on there.
See.
I already see me on your screen, like you're watching my YouTube video.
So, if I don't know, I don't know how to do this, frankly.
Okay,
so right now, what do you see?
Now I see your web browser that shows the yud, hey, and the vav, and hey on the guy on the left.
Good. That's and if I do this, is it moving?
It is. We're good. All right.
Okay, fine.
All right, so you click on what you want us to see.
So what I did is I went into the Google, and all I did for the search engine was type in "behold the hand, behold the nail."
Okay.
Because that's the usual translation, or not translation. That's totally a wrong word to use. Okay. That's the usual interpretation they give to the tetragrammaton, which is the fancy word for the four-letter name for God.
Right.
So when I typed in "behold the hand, behold the nail," the first line that we see right across the top is sales. How to make money off of this.
Right.
That's fine. Be that as it may. Everybody has the right to make a living.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Now, and I hope you can see all of this on the screen.
I can.
You're going to see a table right here.
It's got the paleo.
Right, which is where every single letter of the Hebrew alphabet is given its original shape, the way, like font, the way in which the letter was drawn. Okay, and then it's going to have the meaning of that pictograph.
Can you click on that chart so it'll blow it up? Yeah, right there. There we go. It's better.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's better. Okay.
Is it easy to put up there for everybody to see?
Don't touch a thing. I'm gonna duplicate the screen and zoom in on it. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
You can keep talking, but let me duplicate the shot and actually zoom in on it, and then I'll be happy.
All right.
Okay, so there's that. All right, go ahead and keep talking.
All right. So if you take a look at the left of the screen as you see it, you'll see it'll say the name of the Lord, YHVH, and then the Yud, the Hey, the Vav, and the Hey.
Right.
Okay. If you take a look in the center of the screen, you'll see also weird little shapes and pictures.
Yep.
Okay. So where my cursor is at, you'll see what looks like an arm coming down, elbow, wrist, and hand.
Right.
And you'll see a little man with his hands going upward.
Yep.
then you'll see this weird little thing right there, and then again the little man with a hand going up.
Right.
So first, let's talk about some things in terms of the Hebrew language.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you wanna switch back or just leave it here for now?
Leave it right here.
Okay.
Let's not just leave it right here.
Okay.
I'll mess up something, I promise.
Okay, gotcha. Right on.
All right. Okay. So the first thing they're doing is they're saying that every single word in the Bible is made up of letters. You put the letters together, you get the word. But each letter is a pictograph. It is a picture of meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Similar to a hieroglyphic. If I say to you a hieroglyphic, you think Egypt.
Right. That's exactly what I thought when you said that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So a hieroglyph and a pictograph are similar enough. I'm not going to go into differences because it doesn't matter right now.
Okay.
The Hebrew language was never hieroglyphic. It was never pictographic. It was always phonetic.
Okay.
If you want to talk about the ancient source of where Hebrew might have come from, then take a look at Phoenician. Not Hebrew, but Phoenician. Okay? I believe Hebrew predates Phoenician, but whatever. Okay? You're dealing with language as spoken, you're dealing with language as written. But the Hebrew language was always phonetic. It was never pictographic or hieroglyphic. So each shape of a letter determines the sound indicated by that letter. That's what a phoneme, okay, phonetic phoneme, that's what a phoneme is. It's a symbol of a sound. So if you have 4 letters like you have in the holiest name for God, okay, then the first letter has a sound, the second letter has a sound, the third letter has a sound, and the fourth letter has a sound. You put the sounds together and you're pronouncing that word.
Right.
Which in this case is the 4-letter name for God.
Okay.
Okay? The idea that the Hebrew language was pictographic or hieroglyphic is just simply nonsense for all sorts of different reasons. Okay? Let me tell you the main reason. Okay? Take a look at the graph. And if you can center the graph or make it better in the picture, that would be great.
I got you.
Okay? If not, that's fine. Just let me know.
Close your chat if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, what?
I just shifted for some reason. Can you close the chat or? Yeah, the chat actually. Yeah, if you would just make.
Wait a minute. How do I close it?
Actually, you've got a box covering part of my screen I can't see. Why don't you just go down the bottom right corner of the actual video feed and click on the little the square that's there that actually will tell that YouTube channel to take up the entire page.
Do what?
Okay.
Here?
Yep. All the way to the right. Right there. Do it again.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, now do me a favor. Hold on. Got another problem. That didn't work for me. Undo that. It probably did work. It probably did work. Actually, hang on a second. Let me see if I can do this a different way. We're trying something new, guys, to try to make this work. Now, just undo what you just did if you can.
I don't know what I did.
Well, you click that button. So actually go back into YouTube. I'm going to have to open up a screen so I can actually tell you what to do because I don't remember what it looks like.
Okay.
Actually, that's fine. Leave it like that. Okay, so why am I only seeing... That's weird. I totally lost it. So, you're on the wrong tab. That's why. Right now, you're selected the YouTube tab. You select the next tab over. There you go. That's what happened. You clicked the wrong tab.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It was kind of my fault. I didn't guide you in the right direction. So, all right. Okay. So, what do you want to draw attention to?
The one on the right, the graph.
Got it.
Each letter showing, and then the meanings and the name of the letter and all that stuff.
Okay, 1 second. I'll get you up like on a larger screen right now. Give you about 10 seconds.
That's fine. Just let me know.
You'll see it when it pops up. I can't believe I'm drinking coffee at 7 o'clock at night. That's not smart. All right, you should see it on your screen, Rabbi.
You just clicked. Either way, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just
all right.
go ahead.
So here's the point. Okay, this was pointed out to me only a very few days ago, like within the last week or less,
Okay.
by Yasmin Coates, who should be on tonight. I didn't even look. If she's on, hi Yasmin. Thank you.
Don't look. I'll look
Never
for
occurred
you.
to me that I didn't even think of this. Okay, but on a Facebook page, somebody was going on about the stupidity of this. Behold the hand, behold the hook. I'm sorry, not hook.
She is on, by the way. I found her in chat.
Thank you. So she's the one who mentioned this on on a Facebook page. Never even occurred to me before.
Interesting.
If I say to you, if you think about pictographic words, okay, words made out of pictographs, sentences made out of pictographs, you think Chinese, right?
Right. Oh, definitely Chinese, yeah.
How many characters are there to the Chinese alphabet?
Like 3,000. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. How many letters, okay, or how many hieroglyphs were in Egyptian language?
Can't tell you that one.
Thousands.
Wow.
Okay, I want you to take a look at this. This is every single letter that makes up every single word of every single verse in the Bible. Okay? Can you imagine a language? Okay, look, let's take Aleph, okay, which they say was the character, the font, whatever, looked like a cow's head,
right?
A bull head, okay? Which they say the meaning of this is ox, strength, or leader. Okay? I guess I can understand the relationship between ox, strength, and leader, but we'll keep going.
Okay.
Bet, okay, that's what they say a bet looked like, and it means house or inn. Okay?
Right.
The Gimel, originally, apparently, they say looks like this, and it meant foot, camel, or pride. Somebody show me the relationship between foot and a camel and pride. Be that as it may. This has 3, this has 2, this has 3, this has 2, this has 3, this has 1, 2, 3, 4. If you total up all the ones in this column and all the possible meanings for these letters in this column, you come up with 63 possible symbol meanings.
Okay.
Can you imagine a language that only has 63 words?
Wow.
By making each letter a symbol for a concept, which is what a pictograph or a hieroglyph does. Okay, you see the picture of the letter, and then it only means either ox or strength or leader. Okay, do you realize how incredibly limited the language would be if there's only 63 meanings that you can make a sentence out of?
Right.
Okay, Chinese has thousands. Egyptian hieroglyphs have thousands of letters. Okay, where each letter is a picture of something, and by putting the pictures together, you get a sentence, not a word.
You want to hear something weird, just as you're talking? When we pulled this graph up, the very first thing I saw on here that looked anything remotely Christian was the letter Tav. It says, Mark's sign covenant looks like a cross. You would have thought that if Jesus was the Messiah, that Hashem, now something just covered up that part of my screen. A little black box or something just popped up.
I know, it keeps coming up. They're notifications.
You would have thought that would have been a letter in either God's name or Yeshua's name. But there's no Tav in either one of those.
Okay, here's the problem. They have shifted this by 90 degrees. The Tav in the ancient paleo whatever looks more like an X than a T.
Which they say, some people say that's...
90 degrees sideways.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Right.
Instead of up, down, make it look more like an X, and that's what the Tav looked like. Why are they making it look like a cross? Well, isn't that convenient?
But even still, the point is, the letter Tav is not in Hashem's name or in Yeshua's name or Jesus' name. So that would be the one they should have attached if, in fact, they were going to get creative.
Right. Here's what they did.
45 degrees, by the way.
Which is equally stupid. Okay, people have said of Stuart Federow that I do not suffer a fool lightly, and this is such foolishness, it's beyond my ability to understand how somebody can actually believe this because they don't use their head. You know, like Yasmin Coates pointed out, and I learned from her when she said, look how incredibly limited the language would be if you only got 63 words.
No kidding. That's insane, right?
Okay, but take a look at this stupidity, all right? What they are saying is, take a look at this, I'm moving my
Sorry, my bad.
cursor.
Yep, I'll see it there.
Okay. The name of the Lord is YHVH, represented by the Yod, the Hey, the Vav, the Hey. What does it mean? And it says it means, behold the hand, behold the nail. Right?
Right.
Okay. First thing, okay. Okay. Starting with the Yud, okay. Take a look at the Yud here.
Oh, hold on. Point out again. Oh, I see it there. Okay, good.
Okay.
Got it.
The whole, if you can, keep what you see on my screen completely on your screen.
Okay. So I want to go back and forth. Just remember there's 10 seconds from the time I click it. So
okay, all right.
Just do your thing, and we'll.
All right.
What? Here's the thing, too, Rabbi.
Yeah.
When they go back, when they're watching it live, they're seeing it as you and I are doing it. So what you and I are doing is based on what I'm clicking on. So if I say go, then just go ahead and go. Okay.
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 All right. Okay, so the Yud, the Hey, the Vav, and the Hey.
Okay.
If you take a look at the Yud here, that symbol, which is also represented here,
right,
is supposed to be an arm and hand. It means to work, or it means deed.
Ah, nice.
Okay, so why do they pick the one thing that just happens to fit with their Christian theology?
No kidding. So it's
Why,
always
if
meant
it's behold the
arm
hand,
and
behold the nail, why isn't it
What the heck?
behold the
Okay.
work, behold the nail?
And ironically, that's a great point, because ironically, and get this is really cool. In the synagogues, when they have the thing that they use to do the Torah pointer is a yud. It's not just a hand, but it's actually got an arm on it also.
Right, but
The handle. So it's wild. Okay, cool.
right,
Nice.
but see, okay, we'll get to that in a minute. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go and leave
Okay,
up the.
but
I'm gonna leave the
look
paleo
also
up,
at
by
what
the
they're
way.
having to do. Hebrew goes right to left,
Correct. Yep.
right to left. Okay, if this is the word that means hand,
The yud. Right.
and this is the one that means nail,
The vav.
shouldn't it be hand behold, nail behold?
Right.
Why they're
Makes no sense.
it makes no sense. But they'll do anything they can to come up with their Christian validation, because that's what they're looking for.
Yep.
They're so weak in their faith, they constantly need these kind of validations. And every time a person's well goes dry, you have to go to the place where it's always full.
Mm-hmm.
And Judaism is always full. This is why they have to keep coming back to Judaism to refill their wells.
Wow.
Okay, but it says, behold the hand, behold the nail, but they have to read that kind of this way, kind of that way at the same time.
Right.
They have to read, behold the hand, behold the nail. Well, Hebrew is read right to left. It should be hand behold, nail behold, if this even had any kind of validity to it.
Right.
Which, by the way, it doesn't.
Right.
Okay, because truthfully, the vav doesn't mean hand in the Phoenician. It meant, or peg, it meant hook, like a
Now,
fisherman's
see,
hook.
that's something I never knew. In fact, I actually improperly quoted it over and over again that the vav was like a stake or a tent peg
Right.
or a nail. I had no idea it meant hook. That's really crazy that they would actually twist it that much.
But look at what they're having to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're reading it out of order. They're picking and choosing which of the various meanings of a pictograph they'll use. And that just happens to validate their already existing theology.
Right.
And they're basing it on something where they're claiming that the language only had 63 words to use.
Right.
If every one of these letters makes up the entirety of the Hebrew alphabet, then there's only 63 possible words that you could come up with these meanings.
Right.
Okay? And they just happen to choose the meaning for these words that just happen to validate their already existing theology. It is a scam. It is nonsense. It is baloney. Okay? I don't know how else to put it. And by the way, I mentioned this before, but take a look at some of these others, okay? The tet, symbolized by this, okay? You see where I'm pointing?
Yep. Looks like
To me,
X marks
basket
the
or
spot.
snake or surround.
Right.
What?
That's crazy.
Why would, and how do you get snake out of this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're not getting snake out of the original. They're getting out of snake out of what it is now, which I don't know how I can show it to you because there's no real Hebrew on the page.
Gotcha. Right.
Okay. But take a look at this. Oh, by the way, here's another one. Okay. And here they're only giving one meaning. The literal meaning, they claim, of this symbol. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. According to this, there's only 27 words in the Hebrew language. There's only 21 words you can make into sentences and create verses out of that. Do you realize how incredibly limited that language would be?
Right.
This is why Egyptian has thousands and Chinese has thousands and thousands of letters, because they're pictographs. They're limited.
Right. Wow.
Okay. All right. I wish I could have found my notes on this, because it would have been a lot easier to
Hey, that's okay.
to describe the stupidity of this.
I was trying to send a link to my friend, the one we were talking to the last 3 days. I was hoping he'd watch in. So.
Well, then you can always send him the website of this when it goes up.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
Okay. By the way, well, it's not exactly the same, so forget that.
What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking of this stupid olive tov business.
Oh yeah, the big.
Oh my God.
Oh no, you have to. You have to. Look,
I mean,
I'm going to give you my elementary definition of that, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, so the aleph tav, they say that anytime you see the aleph tav in the Hebrew, that's a point. This point talking about Jesus is pointing to Jesus. So, regarding, like, I guess when it's talking about, I guess it's pointing to direct object. So at and atah, which was the spelling, right? So at would be feminine and atah would be masculine. So
feminine, masculine of what?
Yeah, I didn't even get that far. I'm giving you the elementary version of this. So if Jesus really was the aleph tav, meaning the at, meaning the feminine version, then Jesus should have been a woman, not a man. Carry on, my wayward.
Right.
Carry on.
Okay. Here's how they think.
Do me a favor. Switch your screen to see your happy face.
I'm sorry. Okay. I have to turn off the...
Screen share. Down by the little heart reaction thing at the bottom right
wait
corner.
Wait a minute. Share screen. Stop sharing.
Yep. There
Did
you
that
go.
work?
That worked. Yes, we have you back.
All right. Just so you'll know, okay.
Okay.
Jesus said of himself in the Greek, I am the Alpha and the Omega. In the Greek alphabet, Alpha is the first letter, Omega is the last letter. So Christians will point out that Jesus didn't do Greek, Jesus did Hebrew/Aramaic. Aramaic and Hebrew have the same character set, same alphabet. Okay, so they'll claim that when Jesus said, I am the Alpha and the Omega, I am the first and I am the last, it means the first letter of the Hebrew, which is an aleph, the last letter of the Hebrew, which is a tav, put it together and you get the word et. And there's a whole Bible translation based on this, which is very interesting. It's another topic. Okay.
Right.
On how they decide when to translate it as et and when to kind of like forget to leave it in, which I'll show you one. Okay, so the point is that Jesus said, I'm the Alpha and Omega. Therefore, anytime you see the aleph and tav, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet and the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, just like Alpha, Omega are the first and last of the Greek alphabet,
in the end, right?
Then that is some sort of signification of Jesus. Because he said he's the et. Okay?
All right.
Fine. Let's see. I know it's... here we go. Do you know what the Orphic Rights were?
No, sir.
It's basically a Greek poem.
Okay.
Okay, and it's... The Orphic poem. So in a line in the Orphic poem states, Zeus is the beginning, Zeus is the middle, out of Zeus all things will have been made.
Wow, really?
Bacchus, the pagan Greek god of wine, okay, also called Dionysus, by the way. Dionysus is very interesting because he was born in the winter, died in the spring, mother was human, father was God. Sound familiar? Okay. They found an inscription about Bacchus, the pagan god of wine. Okay. The inscription on Bacchus read, "It is I who leads you, it is I who protects you, and who saves you, for I am the Alpha and the Omega."
Whoa, who said this?
It was in an inscription on a medal, okay, like a thing you put around your neck, good luck charm, I'm not sure what for, but it's about the god Bacchus. Bacchus is the Rome equivalent of the Greek Dionysus, or Dionysus is the Greek equivalent of the Roman Bacchus, okay, but basically for functionality it's the same god, the goddess of wine, god
Gotcha.
of wine.
Right.
And and they said of him, "It is I who leads you, it's I who protects you, who saves you, for I am the Alpha and the Omega." It's exactly the same line.
That's crazy, wow.
Okay, so I am the Alpha and the Omega was also said of both Bacchus and of Zeus and other gods of ancient religions. It's not exclusive to Jesus. Okay, that's one thing. Now let's see. Take a look at Genesis chapter 4, verse 17. And if you can throw that up on the what you call it, I would appreciate it.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, tell me the verse again.
It is Genesis chapter 4, verse 17.
Okay, Genesis.
If they say that the word et means Jesus.
Come on, you won't open up. Why? There it goes. 417.
Okay,
hold on 1 second.
if the word et, and we're going to look at what the purpose and function of the word et is in Hebrew.
417.
Okay.
Oh, you said it in Hebrew. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Give me one.
What?
You want it in Hebrew? I'll pull up the Hebrew and English through Chabad.
Please do. It'll make it easier. Okay.
All right, just saying. I said Genesis 4:17.
But if the word et refers to Jesus, and therefore Jesus is supposedly present in the sentence, then you should be able to put the word Jesus instead of the word et.
Right. Oh, I'm trying.
Or in the sentence in English, when you translate it, you need to be able to put the word Jesus there to show that Jesus is there.
Okay, let me see if I can zoom in just so you can. Actually, I can think even with a small screen, I can see it pretty good. I'm gonna leave it like it is.
And you can get both the Hebrew up there. It would be very helpful.
Yeah, the Hebrew and the English is up there right now. If you need me to zoom in on both, I actually can. Let me just try that real fast. You want the Hebrew first?
Just doing it exactly as you have it is fine by me.
Okay, well, I'm just going to pull it up. Right now, I've got the Hebrew full screen.
It's 4:17.
Yep.
So we're talking about right there. Okay? Okay, and the first four words, okay? Vayida Cain et Ishto. In Hebrew, the word et, if you can you just accent that or,
Yep, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, give it about
the
10
word
seconds.
et signifies one and only one thing. It has no meaning in of itself, no way to translate it. Okay. Vayeda Cain et Ishto. The word et signifies that the next word is the object of the verb. So the subject of the verb, in this case, Cain, okay, that's what we're talking about. And the fourth word there is the word et.
Right.
Okay, thank you. So, Vayeda Cain, and Cain knew. Who did he know? His wife. So the word et signifies that the person that Cain knew was Ishto, his wife. The word et signifies that the next word, Ishto, is the object of the verb to know. Cain did it to his wife. What did he do? He knew her.
Right, right.
So et indicates that the word after the word et is the object of the verb. But Christians are going to say that the word et indicates Jesus. Therefore, we should be able to substitute the word Jesus with the word, substitute the word et with the word Jesus. Can you go to the English, please? And what we're going to see there is the English translation, first few words, and Cain knew his wife.
Sorry, I got to zoom out some.
Whoop. That's fine. Whatever you need to do. I don't care.
Yeah, I zoomed in too close for the Hebrew. Hang on one second. Okay, and it was 17, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good to go now. You're good to go. So, and Cain, verse 17, and Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore
There
Enoch.
we go.
Very good.
Okay, but can you put the whole thing up?
With the Hebrew?
No, the English. Like, let me be able to see the entire first few words.
Oh, I did. You're not. It hasn't caught up with you yet.
Okay, fine. So the point is that if the word et is to be used to indicate Jesus, then you have to show, then you should be able to show the word in the sentence when you translate it. So instead of saying, and Cain knew his wife, we should translate it as and Cain knew Jesus, his wife.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
No, it's stupid. It shows how stupid this is. If the word et every time means Jesus, the presence of Jesus, then every time you have the word et, you should be able to use the word Jesus to translate it as. And Cain knew Jesus, his wife. Well, guess what? Jesus wasn't Cain's wife.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So it's just stupid. It's just they're grabbing at straws. Their faith is so incredibly weak. They need these kind of gimmicks to be able to prove to themselves that their Christianity is factual. Right. And that's why they come up with this stuff. Okay? The people whose well continually runs dry will always go to the people whose wells are always full. So they have to look at Jewish stuff like the Olive Tav for this and the Yud, the Hey, the Vav, and the Hey, behold the hand, behold the hook, whatever they say it is, nail.
Yep.
It's just ludicrous. And the idea that there are only 22 letters, if each letter has 3 meanings, okay, 5 meanings. Let's say it says 5 meanings, okay? So that's 110 possible words. There is no language on earth whose people can survive by only using 110 words in their speech.
Right.
It is, I forgot exactly who said it, but the Hebrew, according to linguists, don't listen to me, go look it up for yourself, okay? As a matter of fact, okay, Devin and Mina pointed out on YouTube the television show called The Naked Archaeologist.
Oh, yeah, he was on my show once.
Cool. I wish you could talk to him about this. The Naked Archaeologist, the first season, they don't say year, the first season and the second show. The first season and the second show of The Naked Archaeologist talks about language and says basically the whole concept of letters being phonetic is a Jewish invention that eventually spread throughout the Mideast to the world, whatever. Okay? I started watching it and fell asleep in my chair, so I haven't seen it.
Ironically enough, Simcha Jakobovich, who's the scholar, the actually archaeologist guy there, he is I don't know if he was part of James Tabor as a team or if they just kind of coincided together. I'm not really sure, but they found what appears to be evidence of the talpiot or the tomb, or not tomb, like a gravesite of actual Jesus. They believe it's actually Jesus' bones they found. It's really wild. So Which would make it more valid sacrifice, to be fair. At least he stayed dead in his story. Sorry, my bad.
By the way, just as totally aside, but I happen to notice it. Like I say, when this happens, it tells you where my kids get their ADHD from. Mm-hmm. The house of Yehuda says, why didn't Gamliel mention Paul in his writings? Because Gamliel had been embarrassed by Paul because he made so many mistakes in the New Testament.
Right.
So he's not going to claim him as his own because, somebody like Gamliel isn't going to have just some random person as a student. He's only going to be teaching the best. I got news for you. On most college campuses, the well-known fancy teachers don't teach freshmen 800 total score on their SATs.
And Gamliel probably would have followed the pattern of Tanakh.
Right, but Paul's 4 times in the New Testament, Paul talks about his deception, his deceptive practices, brags about it in one case.
In the music industry, we call that name dropping.
It's
a way to try to validify yourself.
Lying about his past and self-aggrandizing in the process.
So I notice in the pattern of Tanakh, or at least with the Torah, is that names really aren't mentioned until after the death of someone. So it's kind of like a way to say, well, they can't screw up now, so now we can vouch for him. So
yeah,
right?
Or he's dead now, and I can claim I was his student.
Yeah. Well, no, I was thinking the other way around. I mean, it's like
Julie app 121.
What I miss? I missed something, didn't I?
Julie's here.
Wait a minute, I lost my chat. How are we doing on time?
I don't know how you get rid of the chat.
I've had such a good time. Oh, here it is right there. Julie. Where'd you see Julie at? Oh, I got to go on down.
At the very end.
Larry Beck, Paul would have been the first televangelist. Yeah, you're probably right. Hey, Julie, AP 121, Shalom. All right, so...
yeah, Larry, you're right. Paul would have been the first televangelist.
Yeah. Holly Hilton, good to see you as well. Just some names out there. Michael Arlen.
Way back up. Everybody say hello.
JG. I'm not reading your comments, so hopefully you guys aren't saying anything that I would want to erase. John Riggs, hey, good to see you from North Carolina. Awesome. Okay, Contact 360. Very good.
Let's see.
Okay, so moving forward. Since we're on this topic, I must. We're on the spelling of Hashem. Let's conclude. We got 15 minutes left. Let's finish this thing out in style. Okay, I want to take the rest of this the rest of this quarter hour and spend it on the Messianic spelling of Yeshua. You did such a great job on that. I would love to have it on this episode.
I will tell you, it's been so long since I have studied Hebrew grammar. When I was in college, undergrad, I had 3 full semesters of nothing but biblical Hebrew grammar. Yeah, at any rate, I was really sharp about which vowel would be where and the whole grammatical rules and everything else, but I can't do that very well anymore. Okay? I must tell you, I have a whole bunch of, that I didn't write, but I have a whole bunch of files that explain it far better than I can. Suffice it to say that when they say the word Yeshua, okay, Yeshua, and they say that would have been Jesus' name, they don't have the slightest idea what they're talking about. They don't understand language. They don't understand Hebrew. They don't understand the Hebrew language. Okay? And you got to listen carefully to how I'm saying this. There is a difference between Yeshua, 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 difference in vowels that would be used. So Yeshua instead of Yeshua. Which syllable is accented? Is it Yeshua or is it Yeshua? Or is it Yeshua? Okay.
Explain the difference because of the grammar.
And
if
I'm
you can.
sorry, but wait a minute.
Okay, well, while you say
wait. Let's see if I can do this.
Okay, I was going to bring up something from today's Shur with Rabbi Singer. He had mentioned that in Vayikra Shmo, right, when it was talking about you shall call his name, whatever, referring to Christian Jews, and he said there's Vayikra and Vanikra. Right, that was the defining difference. One single letter, and that's where we're headed with your spelling of Yeshua. So Yeshua or Yeshua or Yeshu, whatever the case may be, all these different letter misplacements mean something completely different. And I think this is where Rabbi's going. So,
okay, wait a minute, and add. Come on, why isn't this? Come on, oh for girls, come on. Isn't that working? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's one. Okay. Okay, and what am I missing? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm listening to you in one ear and talking out of the other ear.
Okay, let's see if I can make that. Come on. Okay, fine. I'll do it the hard way. Don't you just love electronics?
Yep.
Okay, now, come on. Okay, no, stop that. Okay, now, here, let me just get rid of that. Nope, can't do that. Okay.
Oh, my.
Wow. And go back to whatever this is called.
By the way, the guy was telling you.
Screen.
By the way, the guy was telling you about Rabbi.
And share.
Rabbi.
What?
The guy was telling you about that I'm talking with on my phone. We have been friends. Well, we've been acquaintances now. We used to be friends for over 25 years now. So this is not just some new guy. I'm really distracted by him, but I think it's going to be beneficial. Right now, I see a black screen, so it may just take a moment to refresh or something. I'm not sure. You're still on with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
right
good.
here.
So it's just a black screen right now. So we'll wait for it to kind of acknowledge what you've done here. So
maybe I didn't do it right. Skype, share screen. Are you seeing the Hebrew I wrote?
We don't see anything but a black screen right now. Oh, now I see you again. It's having a trouble identifying your screen, I guess.
Okay. Oh, black screen. Okay. Move it over to the left.
Actually, I can't. I'm seeing your entire screen is completely black.
Okay, forget it. It's kind of hard to talk about the word and the grammar and everything, the word Yeshua, Yeshua, all that combination, without seeing it on the board. Sorry. So maybe we'll have to skip that.
That's okay.
All right. Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right.
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm
forget
going
that.
to. No, you're good. I'm going to put my phone behind me. I've got it on mute. I'll deal with him after we're finished.
Why is it black? I'm not even using
I don't even
share
know.
screen anymore.
Tell me what you were trying to. No, actually, you're fine now. I see you now.
Okay.
It's some sort of a technical issue, so don't worry about that. So, what were you trying to show us? Was it a scripture? Was it a?
No. I was trying to show you using Dafka Writer, which is almost exactly like Microsoft Word, except for Hebrew that you type right to left with vowels. It comes with.
Dafka may have a copyright thing where you can't share screens with their stuff. That's probably why we couldn't see it.
Oh, come on.
Listen,
seriously?
I'm telling you that
How?
I don't know for sure. I'm just telling you that is a possibility. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if that's true, that's too bad.
So, but yeah, I actually used to have Dovka on my old computer. I should probably get it back on here again. So anyway, all right, cool. So, wow. So this is truly this is a pretty deep lesson here. You know, I mean, worst case scenario, and guys, seriously, some of you have tuned in recently. Guys, please click that like button and share it with your friends or something, and just kind of keep the communication open, because it really does help the search engines when it comes for people looking for this type of information. So if you don't mind, please definitely help participate in that if you can. So, all right, very good. WhatJewsBelieve.org. Guys, WhatJewsBelieve.org, it's on your screen. The lowercase, the G's cut off, but that's what it is. Rabbi's Jewish Mission Control app, which may or may not be available. Doesn't matter.
No, it's no longer available.
That's okay. The website.
They kept wanting too many updates.
The website is basically the app, but it's actually on a website. So, same. All the features are there.
Well, if you go to the website on any browser app, you can read the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like an app. The app is maybe a tiny bit more user friendly, but you'll have all the same bells and whistles at the website. And you're going to want to go there because it's got a lot of shortcut answers, popular questions, that the church would ask, and really fast go-to answers that Judaism provides. So, WhatJewsBelieve.org. And if you don't have it yet, Judaism and Christianity at Contrast is a wonderful book. Still my wife's favorite. Out of all the books we have, she likes yours the best. I don't laugh in bad. I laugh because I think it's kind of cool. Because I like your book too. It's pretty cool. So, and for other extra biblical work you can find with Jason Lacrosse, good friend of mine, ours actually, lives there in Houston. And Jason Lacrosse and Cherry have got a book, Revealing Matthew's Secrets. It's really nice. Also, James Wood Jr., Leaving Jesus. That was the first book that I cut my teeth on. And of course, Rabbi Singer's Let's Get Biblical 2-volume book set. So that's kind of where it's at. All right, Rabbi, so do you have any questions we're going to answer? If not, we may just start turn this thing down for an early dinner. Who knows, right? Let's see.
Let's see.
Raymond Reef, just to let you know, as far as I know, last I've heard, they're stable. I believe that Jim is getting a something put in. I forget what it's called. But anyway, it's supposed to be a good thing. I've actually have talked to 2 or 3 people in the past several months who actually have either relatives or have had it done themselves, and it actually gave them a much, much longer lifespan. So whatever's happening to Jim right now, it's actually a really good thing. So, and Julie is doing better. It was stress related, so hopefully here in the next 2 or 3 weeks, they'll be back to normal and things will calm down, and we can get our Women's World. Sorry, I thought the camera was over here. Get the Women's World Show back up and running here in just a little bit. So, but y'all shout her out on Facebook and give her some love there. That'd be awesome. And Jim as well. So, okay. So the House of Yehuda. I don't know what your question was. Please put it on there again and tag me on it just like you did now.
Yeah, or just put it up real quick so we can.
Yep. We got a few minutes left, so please address my question I asked earlier. Look, you guys don't get short with me. I don't ever watch chat unless Rabbi says, look at chat. So if you put something on there, assume that I didn't see it just right off the bat. If I did see it, it was a weird chance. So I just so happened to see this because we're getting close to our time.
Right.
We got about 7 minutes left.
Mina, the name game is a file, and I think that's what I would send to people. So it's the same thing. JewishHome.org. Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, the House of Yehuda, I just found you. And I just talked to this with a friend of mine. I'll give you an answer myself, and Rabbi can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so the House of Yehuda says, I was once a Christian who called on his name and got delivered. So who do I run? So I would really want to hear about it from the Rabbi. Okay, so let me give you a quick explanation here for me, Rafa. So I get the question a lot. So if Jesus is fake, why are people getting healed? So my number one question is one that Rabbi Federow had asked one time. Well, if Jesus is so powerful and all these miracles are really happening, why aren't Christians flocking to the hospitals, healing people in Jesus' name there? They don't, because it's a bunch of mush, right? Now, on second note is Hashem, God, the creator of the universe, created all life, and he is a very compassionate God. And whenever he hears one of his creations crying out, sometimes he will just go out and heal it, regardless of what name you called it on. If he's moved, he'll heal you. So it's not about the name. Otherwise, Hindus wouldn't have miracles, and all these other different religions wouldn't have miracles in their religions either. So if we're looking for proof of deity, proof of creator of the universe based on miracles alone, then you're kind of stuck. You have lots of choices. That's the simple answer, Rabbi.
Well, look, when people talk about how Jesus saved them or cured them or whatever, these are anecdotal. Okay,
Explain
they're not
that.
across the board. They're individual stories that individuals tell. Okay, every single religion on planet Earth, including Judaism, has these stories in their religion.
Right.
Now, not just a long time ago, but today, you find these kinds of stories within the Hasidic community, Hindu, Buddhist, Baptist, Jain, whatever religion you want to talk about, they'll have their miracle stories too. Miracles, as we are taught in Deuteronomy 13, don't prove the message.
Right.
So,
hey,
second thing,
even Jesus said that in the New Testament. You know, some of the disciples came up to Jesus and said, these people are going around doing all these miracles and signs and wonders in your name, but they don't follow after us. He goes, that's okay, let them go. At least they can't speak evil of me. So it was very common, the sorcery and magic
in the ancient world, all you had to do was be the blind mouse who found the one piece of cheese one time.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd say, oh, he's God. He's a miracle worker.
Right.
He must be God. Okay,
Right.
Which contradicts, again, Deuteronomy 13. Second thing, which is to piggyback on what you said, William, our God, the Jews' God, our God, is not so petty and small that our God will only answer prayers using the right name from people who have the right religion, the right belief system.
Right.
Our God even answers Buddhists, Hindus, Baptists, Muslims, Jains, whatever, because our God is not so petty and small that you have to use the right name or have the right religion or the right baptism or the right this, the right that to answer your prayers.
Whoa. Larry Beck, do me a favor and let that Hebrew post go. I would rather have that up there. Abraham Carter was put. I was actually reading it when it got deleted. I want to see that. Somebody repeated Genesis 1:1 and began to talk about the prince or king of righteousness, something, and it got deleted. I'd rather actually see that. I wonder if I can undo that. Let me see here. Hang on.
Okay.
No, I can't. Dang it. Oh, view deleted. Okay, here we go. I can see it. Never mind. You don't have to post it. So it says, Bereshit, this is all in Hebrew without any vowels, and it's really small. Let me see if I can zoom in here. So, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashmayim ha'aretz. Okay, it says plus Hamalaki Tzedek Melech Shalom Kohen La'ol Aleinu. No, it shifted on me again. Dang it. You probably know where I'm going. But anyway, that was actually posted, probably saying, trying to prove the whole Jesus thing, I'm guessing. So, anyway, there's a number, like some 4114. Let's see, a whole bunch of numbers equaling up to 4114. Okay. Talk about the gematria and how it equals 5783 the year, whatever. Okay. It's kind of doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's okay. I'm good with that. Okay, cool. Oh, did I just lose you? I think I just lost you. Let me check my internet. Why is my internet freaking out? Nope, I'm good. Hold on. Might be a poor connection on the Houston side. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to hang up and call back again. And 1 second, guys. Don't give up yet. We'll see if he answers back. Another thing is, Christians say that they serve the God of Israel, and they call him El Shaddai, self-sufficient, but then they say God needed a blood sacrifice to forgive our sins. That's really good. Okay, I think the internet, Rabbi's internet went down because I'm calling him now. It's not going through. Okay, so I will continue with this for a moment. What's up, man? Okay, so House of Yehuda once again. He says another thing is Christians say that things keep shifting. Let me pause this real fast. Nope, I've got a call coming in. I think we got him back, and we've got something. There we go. I've got you back now. I think I've got you. I lost you there for a minute.
Yeah, no idea what happened.
That was probably just a glitch. That's a glitch. Okay, so let's see.
Boliusa has a question, wants to call in with.
Who was that?
Boliusa, I don't know what.
I don't have the phone lines open though.
Oh, okay.
I've got a question here. I've already kind of self-committed to while you were broken down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Okay, so this will go back to the House of Yehuda again. It says another thing is Christianity says they serve a God of Israel and they call him El Shaddai, self-sufficient. But then they say God needed a blood sacrifice to forgive our sins. That's actually kind of a neat comment. It's a good point. If he's self-sufficient, why does he need something? Okay, JG, actually, I don't have the phone lines open. Otherwise, I'd just say go with that one. But we are kind of at our hour, so. But
I don't even see his question.
yeah, it's okay. It was if you reconnected, you may have a hard time pulling up the chat.
Oh,
especially if your internet dropped, which caused us to lose our connection.
do you guys believe God will incarnate on earth? I know he doesn't need to, but do you believe he ever will? Well, I'm not exactly sure what you mean incarnate. If you mean that God's going to become
in the flesh,
a man.
God in the flesh, God in the flesh. So the answer for that would be in the text of Tanakh, right, where he says, I did not appear before you in the form of a man, lest you corrupt yourselves and create an image, right? And so there was just that one verse alone. I don't remember where that's at. If you could tell me, I think it was Deuteronomy.
Hosea chapter 11, verse 9, for I am God and not a man.
There's another one. That's not the one I was thinking of.
Numbers 23:19. If God were a man, he'd be a liar, because all men lie. So if God becomes a man, then like all other men, God too would be a liar because he's a man too.
Now we've got
then all men lie. Okay. I mean, the idea of God incarnated as a man is so much in common with the Greco-Roman paganism, idolatry, the idolatry of the Greco-Roman world, and has absolutely no parallel in the Hebrew Scriptures, except maybe through the eyes of Christians who are looking at the Hebrew Scriptures through Christian-colored glasses. Okay, I mean, that's,
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do this real fast. There's a specific verse to me, and you would think I would have remembered it because it was such an amazing verse.
You're not the only one who has a hard time remembering.
Whoops. Oh, come on. Okay, let me see if this works. Please work. Please work. Deuteronomy 4:6. That might be it right there. Hang on. Let me look that up. Okay, Deuteronomy 4:6. No, 4:5. Come on. Can you show me more than one verse at a time? Oh, 4:16 and 15. Okay, you saw no form of any kind that day the Lord spoke to you out of Horeb, out of the fire. Therefore, watch yourselves carefully, so that you do not become corrupt and make for yourselves an idol, an image of any shape, whether it be the form of a man or a woman. Very clear. It means if you make a shape of a man or a woman, you're corrupt, period, right off the bat, right? 4:17, or like any animal on the earth or the birds that flies in the air. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4. Or like any creature that moves in the ground, and it goes on and on and on. But the point is, 4:16, so that you don't become corrupt and make for yourselves an idol in the shape of anything formed even like a man or a woman. Jesus was a man, period. End of story. To me, that is the biggest grand slam verse in the entire Tanakh that is, I can't believe people argue with. Anyway, so there's...
Which one were you finally reading from?
Deuteronomy 4:16. I need to send that.
If you go to Deuteronomy, now I'll have to look it up.
It's okay.
Give me a second.
Okay, this will be our final. This will be our final little get go here, because this Papa Bear's getting hungry.
Yeah. Okay, forget it. Can't find it fast enough.
Okay. That's all right. All right, cool. Well, that has been a really great show.
Oh, yeah. Mina, once again, just because God can do something doesn't mean he will or wants to, especially after he promises us that he won't.
Right.
Okay? Look, in the ancient world, the idea of mixing up God and man, either man becomes God or God becomes a man, was extremely common throughout the Mideast. Okay, it was a hallmark of the pagan idolatries that they would confuse humans with God. God would become human or humans would become God.
Right.
Okay, the thrust of the entirety of the Bible is to distinguish between God and man.
Mm-hmm.
It's to say God is not a man, that he should lie. Or if I were a man, Numbers 23:19.
Oh, yeah.
Hosea chapter 11, verse 9, for I am God and not a man. I can show you 50 different verses that shows that God doesn't share being God with anybody. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So,
I've got a whole list on Facebook that I created for that very reason.
Well, I'm probably using your list then.
Maybe. Deuteronomy 17:8, Deuteronomy 4:16, Amos 3:7. Amos 3:7 is pretty crazy too. You know what's another thing too is in I think it's in Deuteronomy also, where it says that the secret things belong to the Lord. And those things that are revealed will be revealed to my children forever, so that they may keep the laws of whatever. So if the secret things belong to the Lord, but the things that get revealed will get revealed to the Jewish people, then why is it that the Christians think that they have the revelation?
Because now they're the Jewish people.
That's
because
the
of the new covenant replacing the old covenant, Old Testament.
Replacement
That's why they call it,
right.
Paul calls it fading away.
Yep. Oh, yeah, right. That's true.
Mainly because the best proof that Jesus couldn't have been the Messiah is found in the pages of the New Testament.
Yep, right. Yep.
If you examine the stories of the Messiah, you examine the prophecies about the Messiah, and then take a look at verses in the New Testament, it contradicts what the Bible says about the Messiah. So, whatever.
Right. Yep. Okay, Rabbi. Well, let's wrap this baby up. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Please, guys, if you're watching right now, there's 55 or 60 people out there. There's only 24 likes on this video. Y'all click that like button, please. It'll really help the algorithms of YouTube to help these videos become more searchable, easier to find for people in the future. So if you don't mind, that would be a great help. And if you want to go a step further than that, then you can find me on my TanochTalk.com/donate. Love you, Rabbi. It's been a great week.
I love you too.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Go to TanochTalk.com and donate. Go to Facebook page, Tanakh Talk.
Love you, Rabbi. Have a great night.
Too.
Shalom, everybody. See you next week, same time, same place. Hashem willing. Take care, everybody. Peace out.